by Arlington Citizen Media. I am Rody John, and Daryl is out in sunny California, so we'll see him next time. On today's show, it is all about Pele Pro Wrestling's Revelations, happening this Saturday, March 19th at Grace Preparatory Academy. First, we talk to the owner, Kyle Hessler, about Pele Pro Wrestling's Revelations, and get your tickets now or order it on Fite TV. Also, we talked to 1/3 of the main event at Revelations, young Gun Chandler Hopkins, about how he got into wrestling, what his thoughts are going into the title match, and who he'd like to face in the future. This is just a fun show. First off, happy Stone Cold Appreciation Day. It is 3/16. Go clink some beers together and in, not memory, because, it's still good things you could think about. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Stunning Steve Austin, Ringmaster Steve Austin, whichever your favorite Steve Austin moment is, let us know. Hit us up, obviously, on our Twitter, ATX Citizen Media. Let us know what your favorite Stone Cold moment is. My favorite, I mentioned a little bit with Kyle, I was a big Hollywood Blondes fan. Him and Brian Pillman in WCW, they were a great tag team. I loved them. And then Stunning Steve Austin went on to have fantastic matches with Ricky Steamboat. Obviously, everybody knows Stone Cold Steve Austin from WWF. So, he's literally on the Mount Rushmore of people who don't watch wrestling know. It's him, The Rock, Hogan, and John Cena. And The Undertaker. You can add The Undertaker, obviously, too. But, those are the main people. It is Stone Cold Day, so, raise some hell. But this Saturday, make sure to make it out to Grace Preparatory Academy to see Pele Pro Wrestling's Revelation, the first show back of 2022. All the dates, as Kyle says, he'll actually bring them up, but they're all on Pele's, all of their social media. So check it out, get your tickets now. And again, if you can't be there live, make sure to check it out on Fite TV. We're here with Kyle Hessler from Pele Pro Wrestling. How are you today, sir?
I'm wonderful. Good to be here with you, John.
Good, always good to be with you. So, Pele's next show is Revelations, happening Saturday, March 19th, over at Grace Preparatory Academy. What can people look forward to?
Man, more wrestling, more awesome, exciting, fun. It was a good first year, a lot of fun, a lot of cool memories and stuff. So really looking forward to just kind of capitalizing off that. And we're going to be in a new venue, Grace Prep High School. So, if you lived in Arlington, you know where it's at. Right. It's right off 20. Big gymnasium. It'll be perfect for wrestling. Should be nice and loud. Mm-hmm. Be a good time.
It'll be very good.
Yeah.
So the main event is a three-way dance between the champion, Cam Cole, the up-and-coming face of Pele, Chandler Hopkins, and the legend himself, Davey Richards. This match is going to be incredible. Yeah.
So last show, we kind of ended off with Chandler and Davey. I think it was pretty consistently our match of the year.
Right.
I think it was awesome. They had a 15-minute time limit draw.
Sure.
And at the end of it, they're going to shake hands. They're going to go 5 more minutes, and our champion kind of interrupted rudely. Yeah. Cam Cole just tired of not getting the recognition he deserves. So, we decided it would make sense to make the three of them go at it, and we're really excited for what that's going to be like.
I think it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
If we already got the match of the year from those two, plus Cam Cole on top of that, it's just going to be even better.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Three-way dance. Love it.
Three-way dance is great. And I like that you're calling it three-way dance instead of a triple threat because, a lot of people know it as that as well.
Yeah. Three-way dance is like more classic, old school. Real excited for what they can do. I was watching some old ECW, and I didn't realize this was the first ever three-way dance, but apparently it was with Sabu, Terry Funk, and Shane Douglas.
Oh, I remember that
for the old ECW title.
Yeah.
And it was just, what a match. And I don't know if these guys will live up to that, but I'm hoping they will. I think they'll succeed at it.
I think they'll succeed as well. Now, another match that will probably steal the show is AEW's own and Sammy Guevara Vlog's own Fuego de Sol against Ninja Mac.
And Ninja Mac has been making a huge name for himself for GCW, but then everywhere else he goes.
But he just got Ring of Honor, too.
That's right.
He's going to be on the Ring of Honor show, return show. Yeah, me and Fuego have a good relationship. We were talking. I was like, look, we got you on this date. Who do you want to work? And we threw out some names, and we really wanted an indie dream match feel, something that you might not see anywhere else. And this is a first time ever match.
Wow.
I think you're right. It might most definitely steal the show.
Yeah.
So, and you don't want to be late because this is going to be the opener. So
this is going to be the opener.
This is going to be the opener. So if you guys are coming out to Pele Pro March 19th, don't be late. This will be right at 7 o'clock.
Wow. Yeah. Kicking the show off hot. I love it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So there's going to be a huge surprise at Revelation. I know what it is, but we're not going to spoil it here. In the past, you've had Enzo show up, you've had TJ Perkins, you've had Charlie Haas show up. Could you give us a hint as to who this person might be?
No. I would just say he's I think one of the best wrestlers in the world today.
I believe so.
He's been dying to come work for our promotion for a while, and I think that this will be the start of a fruitful relationship. So
I've been dying to have him on the show too, because I've been a fan of this guy for a very long time. And he's touched gold everywhere he's been. So if he's showing up here, it's going to be not long before he's in the title picture. Now, there are so many other talents and matches that we could mention. Mysterious Q versus Malico, Travis Titan versus Jay Alexander, Khan versus Izzy James, which is going to be another banger. Another three-way dance between three very beefy dudes.
Yep.
And then we got a tag match featuring Isaiah Bronner, and then Ricardo Rodriguez is returning as the ring announcer. What have we missed, and what are you most looking forward to besides what we talked about?
I'm looking forward to Pele Pro has really kind of found its feet, and I think what I mean by that is we kind of know what we're about.
Right.
We kind of know what we're doing, and we know what we want the show to look like. So all the people on this show, with one exception, have been a part of Pele Pro last year.
Right.
And so they're all veterans of our brand and our product. They know what we are asking for. We know what we're trying to produce. We know what kind of action we're looking for. And so I think the thing I'm looking forward most to is just being back. We took some months off to kind of regroup, rethink things, recalculate. We did also switch venues, which was just really we wanted to try something different. And we thought working with the school would be great. How do you want to say? We are giving proceeds back to the school.
That's right.
We didn't do a great job at announcing that. The school knows it, and the students and the parents are aware of it. Yeah. But externally, we haven't really talked about that much. But we really wanted to just kind of figure out how do I get our flavor of our show into a new venue. And I think that we're really excited to just kind of continue to show the world what we're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm expecting a bigger. Every show that we've had went from like 120 people to 150 people, then like 200 people, then 250, and then Cheat Code in September was almost 400 people.
Yeah.
I just want to keep seeing what we can do, and how we can keep growing.
Right.
That's really what I do.
Yeah. So what does the future look like for you for the rest of the year? You got the dates down already, so people can mark them on their calendar.
Yep. May 7th, July 2nd, September 3rd, and November 5th. So first Saturdays, all starting in May.
Yeah.
For the year, I think, we're going to be trying to have more stories.
Right.
Stuff that's translating from one episode to the next.
Yeah.
And so you don't really want to miss out. We'll try to do a better production value of having some of that stuff accessible on YouTube for reminders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we really are just trying to further the brand.
Right.
And as our feet are kind of underneath us in terms of like knowing what we want to do and what we want to look like, I think the next goal is really just adding that icing on the cake.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense. Really bring people in and know what Pele's all about.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, Davey Richards will also be holding a seminar before the show. Obviously, you have to be somewhat of a trained wrestler to be part of the seminar.
Yeah, you can be in training, at one of the wonderful wrestling academies around here, DFW All Pro, or working with Sir Mo.
Yeah.
There's a lot, as long as you're getting trained somewhere, we're happy to have you.
Yeah.
It'd be a great experience. $30.
Right.
You're not going to find a better seminar for that low of price.
And there's not too many people better than Davey Richards
No.
to even be training.
You're gonna know how to work, and you're gonna know some good submission holds, and it's gonna be a good seminar. So yeah, definitely encourage people if you're interested in wrestling and you're getting trained or you're a trained wrestler, even if you're a 15-year vet in the area, it's probably worth your time.
Without a doubt.
This guy's traveled the world. He's been in Japan, England. He's been in every major promotion except for AEW and WWE.
Right. But AEW wasn't even around at the time.
Yeah, I know, for sure. So, and he was retired. I mean, he wasn't retired, but he was out for, I think about 2 years.
Yeah. At least.
Yeah, it was a couple years. And so now he's back, and great dude to work with, very accessible, very easy to work with. But if you want to become a better submission wrestler and work more of a graps style, this is the guy.
Right.
Real strong style.
Without a doubt. Now, we will be releasing this on 3/16, which is Stone Cold Steve Austin Appreciation Day.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite Stone Cold Steve Austin moment, or Stunning Steve Austin, or any of the Steve Austins? Maybe even Ringmaster.
Well, okay, so Ringmaster. Of my favorite things I remember live was probably WrestleMania 21.
Okay.
Because that was like the first WrestleMania I think I bought. And I remember I was like 14, 15 or whatever.
Yeah.
And he had Piper's Pit.
Yeah.
And it was a really cool segment. And then Carlito came out and he stunned everyone. It's just great. I mean, it's just classic Steve Austin. But beyond that, I mean, I think I know it's a controversial opinion. I actually think the main event of WrestleMania 17 is like really good Steve Austin.
Right.
And I know some people have harsh opinions on him turning heel, but I thought it made sense at the time.
Of course.
The only thing I would have done differently, in hindsight being 2020, is because it was in Houston, it was in Texas, you probably should have done something to get that crowd a little more pissed off with him.
Of course, yeah.
But I like the idea of him turning heel.
Yeah.
I think it worked. I liked what they did with him. So, that's my 2 cents.
And there's the rumor that he will be facing Kevin Owens this year at WrestleMania here in Arlington. So we'll see how that one works out. But no, any Steve Austin. I was always a huge Hollywood Blonde fan. So I loved him as Stunning Steve Austin, especially his matches with Ricky Steamboat over in WCW. And then one of my favorite moments has to do with him, but it wasn't him directly. He was getting inducted in the Hall of Fame, and this is back when we went to the Hall of Fame, and the fan was crying behind us. And I was like, you're crying over Steve Austin. I mean, it's your favorite wrestler, I get it, but I just never thought somebody would be crying over Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Really?
It was a little weird, but it was good. Yeah. Fans are fans.
One of the all-time, I mean, like, the best combination of peak popularity, promo, and in-ring ability.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to make this a short comment, but too many people want to be Misawa today, or Kobashi, or Liger.
Yeah.
And those guys are all great. I mean, they're Japanese guys, but like in America,
Dynamite Kid,
AJ Styles,
right?
They all want to be them, and nobody wants to be your Steve Austins.
Yep.
They don't want to say they want to be Steve Austin, but they don't know what name Steve Austin brings. So they don't want to be Steve Austin. They don't want to be Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
And I think one of the enduring legacies of Steve Austin was John Cena got close, but I think he was always held back. I think he could have gotten there if given a little bit more room to play with.
Oh, of course.
But I definitely think we'll never see another Steve Austin in the sense of combination of all the. I mean, he was an attraction.
Yes.
You could. I mean, in today, if Steve Austin said, "I'm going to start my own wrestling company and tour," he would probably sell out
without a doubt,
easily.
All he has to do is come out and not even stun anybody. Just drink some beer with people, and he'd be good.
Exactly.
People would love it.
Yeah, for sure.
So if people want to find out more about Pele Pro, get tickets to Revelations, also the seminar happening on March 19th over at Grace Prep, how can they do so?
We're on all social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or not TikTok. Well, we are getting on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn even.
Nice.
And then our website is palepro.com. That's the best place to get tickets. If you want to learn more about the Richards seminar, go to Facebook events, and we've got it under the David Richards seminar.
Perfect.
So, yeah, it'd be great.
Well, great. I can't wait for the show. Obviously, I'll be there because I'm working there.
I'm going to work. I'm going to make you work, man.
That's fine. I like working. So yeah. Well, I look forward to it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. young gun, Chandler Hopkins. He is going to be 1/3 of the main event as Pele Pro's Revelations, which is happening this Saturday, March 19th at Grace Prep. How are you today, Chandler?
I'm doing pretty good, John, man. Appreciate the introduction. I can't wait till this Saturday. Pele Pro is going to rock the house, and I'm going to be becoming the new Pele Pro champion.
I mean, I'm surprised you're not champion already, but this is your first crack at the championship. You've had absolutely amazing matches from the very first Pele show last January up until now. The last show was in September against Davey Richards, who is also 1/3 of the main event. The other person, obviously the champion, Cam Cole. This match is actually going to be incredible. All three of you guys are fantastic. Davey Richards is a literal legend. And then both you and Cam are, without a doubt, future legends. How excited are you for this match?
This match is going to be something that's going to be special, I think, for everybody. Yeah, it's special for myself, Cam, and Davey as well, especially with, you know, the story that we've got going on and just the heat with honestly, me and Cam. It seems like Cam's had it out since day one, once I started having the higher caliber matches. And, you know, after the Davey match, it seemed like he broke. And he just wanted to come out and steal my thunder. And it seemed like that was kind of where he was at with it. And he thought that he was going to have Davey on his side. But, you know, I honestly am not sure where Davey stands. I think Davey did what he did because Cam disrespected him in that moment. But, you know, that doesn't mean that Davey's not going to do everything he can do to win that title, though, either. I mean, it's Davey Richards. This man wants titles around his waist. He is one of the best guys to ever do it. Like, he helped innovate the new age of wrestling, and he's going to come after it just as hard as he would with anything else. And, you know, I'm excited to see what happens. I'm going to give it my everything, and there's 3 people in that ring, but only one of us can leave a new champion. And I am telling you, it will be a new champion. Cam Cole, you are not leaving that night still champion. I promise you.
And then we also got to talk about the wild card in the match, which is the GM of Pele Pro, which is he calls himself the greatest GM and manager ever, Nastico. I believe he doesn't have a stable yet, but I wouldn't be surprised. He's got Cam Cole kind of already in his pocket. So, but they're a little rocky. I mean, he's definitely the wild card when it comes to this match.
Yeah, that's the thing is, you know, Cam always has someone do his dirty laundry, his dirty work for him. He does it himself, and Nastico here lately has seemed to be that guy. But then again, Nastico has had some problems with a lot of things there at Pele Pro. I don't know why, but he seems to have beef with Carl Knight as well, one of our referees. And then he's got these goons running around the back that he calls like his money gang or his money team or what. He's just throwing money at these guys, right? I don't know what not thing is, but yeah, he seems to be like trying to take over Pele Pro, and he could be a wild card, yeah. But I promise you this: if he is out there anywhere within the side of the ring, it's a triple threat match. Anything goes. If he wants to get involved, I'm sure Davey and I have no problem making him involved. But let's just say he better stay out of our business and let us handle it men to men.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying too. Now, speaking of Davey Richards, you faced Davey Richards in a match of the year contender at the last Pele show in September. What was the feeling after the match, and did you think it was amazing as everyone else did?
No, afterwards it was really just a really big adrenaline rush, and I think that is kind of how most of us get after a match. Is we have a really big adrenaline rush still going on, and like our endorphins and everything's just going crazy. So it's one of those things like afterwards, you just kind of sit down and try and think about it. And I remember after that match, I literally walked out of the curtain from the main stage, and I walked straight to the back door. I walked out of the back door. I may have said thanks to like 1 or 2 people that were trying to come up to me and just kept walking, but I went straight out the back door, and I just kind of sat out for myself for a second because it had been 2 straight back-to-back insane matches, Mike Bennett and Davey Richards, and have that caliber of match with Davey. It just kind of let me know that I was where I was supposed to be at. It let me know I was ready, and I think that actually gave me the push that I needed to push myself to the next pinnacle, the next level. And the last half of the year last year, that's what I did. I rose to the challenge and wrestled name after name after name. I wrestled at AEW Dark over and over and over and over and over again. And I think that it had a really big impact. But honestly, in my opinion, I feel like we could do better. I thought it was a really great match. Don't get me wrong. And I definitely think it was deserving of the possible title of best match in Pele Pro history, or even of just last year. But I think there's more there. I think him and I could do more together, and I think this Saturday y'all will see a little bit of that.
I love that. So what company has been your favorite, obviously, besides Pele, to work for, and which one should people keep notice of?
There's actually been several, and this weekend I just wrestled at one in Arkansas, which it was their very first show, and they're called OMW, and it's Ozark Mountain Wrestling. And like I said, it was their first show, and they had some really good talent on it. I mean, I wrestled Tim Storm yesterday, and the main event was Warsaw and Rodney Mack, and there was some really good young talent on there as well. Magnuson Malico wrestled Smoke and Eric, and the list went on, but every match had something different, and everything stood out a little bit more. And we told a lot of old school stories with the new school stories at the beginning of the show. And I'll tell y'all right now, if anyone's sleeping on Tim Storm, y'all are messing up, because that man can still go. That man is all there. That man can literally work with anybody. So I just think OMW there in Arkansas, keep an eye out for them. Wrestle Pit up in Pennsylvania. Wrestled for them times here lately, and it was last time I was there, I wrestled Martin Castaus, the Moth from Lucha Underground.
Oh yeah.
Warrior Wrestling doing really well. Really love to go out to Warrior Wrestling in Chicago. They've been traveling a little bit here and there. Man, I think that's pretty much like the ones that I think are just interesting at this moment to really keep your eye out on. So, but then again, whoever wants to bring me in, bring me in. I think we do a lot of work for Hurricane Pro down in Houston this year. Have some big stuff coming up with them. So if you're in the Houston area, stay tuned. You'll see me down there very soon. And yeah.
I mean, I love Warrior Wrestling. I loved it. So I got a chance to be lucky enough to go join you and Cam at, I believe it was the August show, and you were in a 5 or 6 way match with like Brian Cage, TJP, Navarro. Like it was, and then I know I'm missing some other guys, but the match was insane because it was so fast, and you wouldn't expect a match with that many people in it being as quick as it was. And so you had to pay attention, and it was absolutely amazing. And I've loved what Warrior was doing when they had it out on the football field during COVID, and then they moved it inside to the basketball arena. And then they give the money back to the school. And now they're so big that they're like you said, they're traveling. They're going out to Indiana. They're doing more shows out there in kind of bigger venues. And, Will Ospreay's their champion. And if Will Ospreay's your champion and bringing that belt to the Tokyo Dome, that's saying a lot. So Warrior is doing a lot of great things, and I cannot wait to see what they do in the future.
I agree. I couldn't say it better.
Yeah. So you mentioned you worked for AEW quite a bit. What's that been like working for AEW?
Oh man, it's been like a fountain of knowledge every time you go. You just get closer with them as family. It seems like, because here lately seems like every other week I'm out there, and they're coming to San Antonio, Texas this week, and I'll be there for them again in San Antonio. So if you're in the San Antonio area, come check out Dynamite Wednesday night. You may see me on Dark, or maybe I'll get lucky and wrestle on Dynamite, or you may see one of the tapings for Rampage for that week. So, but come out, hang out with us there in San Antonio. It's going to be a good time. And then next week in Austin, I'll be there as well, Tuesday through Thursday with them as well, Wednesday night's Dynamite. So come hang out with us there too if you're in the Austin area. But it's been fun. It's been a great experience. I'm learning a lot. I'm getting better. The locker room is the men's locker room is really just kind of started putting me over a lot more too, and they see that I'm not just an extra that's coming in just to get beat up all the time. Like I'm trying to work and build my way up, and they understand that and they respect it. And it's just a really cool environment to be in, and everyone lifts you up and no one's trying to beat you down. It's something that's very unique, and I'm sure no matter how long it lasts, if it's just short amount of time, like it lasts for years, that I get to continue to go there and be there and maybe one day be signed. I'm just going to enjoy the ride. That's all I can do right now. Enjoy every moment of it, because I don't know when it's going to be on, or when it's going to be gone. any time could be the last time, and I just want to enjoy the experience as I can along the way instead of rushing through the moments and not really paying attention. So that's what I've tried to do, and taken in a lot of knowledge that's been spewed out at me, and gotten to work with a lot of great talent, and had a lot of good critiques and a lot of bad critiques, and just overall, they want to make me better, and I appreciate that. So I'm gonna keep going and doing what I got to do.
Have you been able to meet and talk to Tony Khan yet?
I've talked to Tony a couple times. He's a very busy man.
Yeah, a little bit.
Stuff, so, but yeah, a few times here and there. He's a good guy though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Every time I hear him talking and in interviews, I would just love to sit down and kind of like trade old stories back and forth. Like, which shows were you at? Which shows was I at? Maybe we're at the same shows, because I've been going to shows forever, but obviously I didn't have the kind of money to go to all the shows, quite like Tony probably did. But anytime I hear him talk, you can just hear the wealth of knowledge that, like, it stays in his brain. I don't know if anything even slips out. It just continues to just be a giant Rolodex of wrestling history and knowledge, and it's just amazing.
Yeah, he's definitely got a lot of wrestling knowledge. He's a smart man just in general. I mean, with everything his family does, from owning professional sports teams, many of them, not just one or two, having many companies that they invest in throughout just the U.S. and I'm sure the world too. Like, he's got so much that he's got going on top of running AEW. So the dude is literally just, he's a fountain of knowledge in a lot of different areas, and you can hear sometimes when he talks just how passionate he is about wrestling in general. So he's a good one to have talks with when you get a chance.
Yeah. One day I would hope to meet that guy. So you said you started a Twitch channel, which this interview right now is being live on Twitch. What can people look forward to on your channel, and then what games do you get into?
So I usually do like a lot of community stuff. I have, through my Twitch, I've had a community built via what we call a Discord, which is like just a chatting community. Mm-hmm. And together we've all just play games, really. I mean, I play a lot of Brawlhalla, which is like Smash Brothers, if you've ever played Super Smash Brothers.
Oh, yeah. I got that on the Switch. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've always played Brawlhalla. Right now we're kind of dabbling in Wreckfest a little bit, which is like a demolition derby type race game. But I'm currently doing like the storylines for the Hitman series and the Assassin's Creed series. So I'm doing the Hitman 1, and we're almost done with that storyline. After I do Hitman 1, we will transition over to Assassin's Creed Origins, which is one of the last 3 that's been made so far for Assassin's Creed, and we'll play through that. Once we're done with Origins, we'll go to Hitman 2, and then once we're done with Hitman 2, we'll go to Odyssey on Assassin's Creed, and then we'll do Hitman 3 for the final finale, and then we'll do Valhalla for Assassin's Creed for the story overall finale, and then if the new Assassin's Creed has come out by then, we'll probably start that as well. So Elden Ring is also something I've been looking into. It's a really good our open world game. It's kind of like Elder Scrolls a little bit, but really more in depth, and it's got just a lot more I feel like multiplayer type action that you can do PvP skills and stuff. So I like first person shooters as well. Play a little bit of Call of Duty here and there, Halo, Splitgate. But other than that, man, I just like to hang out and chill with my community. Like, we talk a lot more than anything. I go here and we'll chat about what my weekend was like, or we'll chat about just random stuff. Like, one day I went to Starbucks and I told this lady my name was Chandler. Well, she wrote my name down as Chan Lee, so it was CHANLEY. And I came back and showed my chat, and they made like a emote for me that said like Chan Lee on a Starbucks cup and everything. So now they call me Chan. We just have a lot of good times together, man. We hang out, we chill, we joke. We do a lot of charity streams as well. I stream with Martin Casal-Samont from Lucha Underground and Pledge 805, previously with ROH. And we do a lot of charity streams to help give back. We raised, this last Christmas, we raised $6,500 for Toys for Tots to deliver to help kids and families get presents. So we've done a couple of streams like that as well. Pledge just did one the other day where they donated $1,500 to a local food bank that was in his neighborhood. So we use it for a lot of different things too, not just to hang out and chill, but we use it for a lot of things to help other communities and stuff as we can. So
I think that's what's so great about Twitch is that it's not just like, even if you aren't all that into video games, it is genuinely a community, and it is people of like minds, or people that, you know, maybe they are fans of you, or maybe they haven't heard of you, but they enjoy your channel. So I think that's what's so great. And I've heard even Adam Cole say, whenever he, you know, WWE had some mandate about people can't have Twitches and whatever, he kept doing his because he said his community was so good that people, like, he would just love hanging out with these people. And then when he finally got to meet a lot of them in person, he was just like, oh shit, this is amazing, because, you know, the world is big, but with this technology, it brought everybody together. So it made it a much smaller world, in the fact that we can, in fact, you know, somebody could be in London or Australia or Africa or anywhere, and they could still be talking to them, like, you know, they're right there with you. And I think that's what's so great about this.
It's really cool. It's a very cool environment to be in, and it's mostly positive. You know, sometimes there's the one or two jackass that comes in, and, you know, you got to boot them or block them or whatever, you know, because that's for the community most of the time. So it's one of those things where it's just like, you're almost building like an online family between gaming, because you all have the love of gaming mainly is what you're starting for, or a love of wrestling in some aspect, was mostly what my community is anyways. But yeah, it's nice to talk with them, meet new people, and, you know, I've gotten to meet a couple of them so far at wrestling shows, so it's been pretty cool to just start a Twitch in general, because it's something I always wanted to do, but then when I actually did it and it took off really good and all this stuff started happening, I was like, oh, hey, we're right here in the thick of it. So it's been really cool to see it grow and meet people, and just look forward to seeing what goes further with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think streamers are it's going to be one of the big pillars of the future when it comes to entertainment people in general, because you have to be entertaining to have a good Twitch channel. You can't just be some guy playing a video game, which I think a lot of people could be. I mean, I don't scroll through all the Twitch channels, but I'm sure there's a lot of guys or girls just playing video games, and they're not even that compelling. But you are a very, you know, compelling guy that people want to, you know, talk to and, you know, see what you're playing. And I mean, if you're going through the Hitman and Assassin's Creed storylines, those are good. I mean, the Hitman movie was quite good as well. So I don't know if you want to watch one of those and do running commentary. I think that could be pretty funny.
Yeah, that could be pretty cool. I don't know if I could stream that actually through Twitch.
Oh yeah, good point. You have to get copyrights and all that. It wouldn't work. It'd be funny though. So WrestleMania will be here in Arlington, April 2nd and 3rd, but it's not just about the WWE, because the world of wrestling comes together that weekend. What are you looking forward to the most that weekend? And then where can people find you wrestling yourself?
Honestly, I'm just looking forward to being able to see everybody in one area. It's going to be good to be able to catch up with a lot of guys and girls from the locker rooms and just see each other. And, you know, I'm going to try and dip into a few shows. I mean, I might make an appearance at MLW. Who knows?
Ooh.
Got that thing called the open door policy. Who knows? Something might happen. But on the 2nd, you can find me at GCWA, and I'll be in I do believe it's a triple threat match with myself, Chris Carter, and there's a mystery guy right now. I don't know who the third person is. And then the 3rd, the night of the 3rd at midnight, so basically the 4th, it's the midnight show. It's the last show of all WrestleMania weekend. It'll be right after WrestleMania is over with. And it is for VIP wrestling. And I know who I'll be wrestling, but I can't give you that information just yet.
Okay.
It's going to be a big name. It's going to be, let's just say he's freshly on the indies. So it'll be a good night. When it drops, I'll share it. Everyone will know it. But I'm going to wait and give the promoter his due and let him do it how he wants to do it. And when y'all see it, y'all will see it. It'll be freaking awesome.
Chandler versus Cesaro. I love it. It's going to be fantastic. Claudio making his return to the Indies.
Yeah, I don't want to get swung around by my feet for that long. I might not get up. I don't do well with spinning. Spinning is one of those things I'm just like, yo, bro.
Yeah. It's not happening. So this show is, speaking of WrestleMania, this show will be released on 3/16, which, as we all know, is Stone Cold Steve Austin Appreciation Day. What is your favorite Steve Austin moment?
Probably the milk truck.
Ah, yeah.
That was freaking awesome. Or well, I guess it was more a beer truck. Kurt Angle was a milk truck, but.
Well, I mean, the beer truck, and then obviously he got doused in the milk truck as well, so.
Right. But, anything, honestly, with Stone Cold and The Rock, are some of my favorite moments. And I think The Rock had a lot to do with it because of the way they played off of each other, but, the Stone Cold was just, he was another captivating guy. He just came in, did what he wanted to do, and didn't give it an F, and got the hell out. That's what he showed every single time. So, I think it's crazy that he's coming back for WrestleMania, but, I've seen the shape that he's in, and maybe he's going to surprise everybody. Maybe he's going to come back, do his couple moves, hit a stunner or two, and surprise us all with a W after, how many years has it been since he's been back?
Oh, geez. Since 19, so yeah, 19 years ago?
Yeah, at least 15, 20 years, so.
Yeah.
It'll be exciting to see what he does though at Mania, and, maybe he'll give me another awesome moment there.
I mean, any moment really that Steve Austin comes out, it's going to be amazing. And like you said, that guy does not ever get out of bad shape. He's but his arms look bigger than they ever looked, which is just incredible.
Yep. He's coming to make a statement, I think, and he wants to prove to everybody that he still got it. And, I think he could be one of those guys that comes back like an Undertaker. He comes back like a Shawn Michaels once every 2 or 3 years and has like a match for him. He seems like he kind of wants to do it here and there, and he probably could easily. And, maybe he'll teach some of these young whippersnappers a couple of things or two, who knows.
And talking about people with wealth of knowledge, that guy is a sponge for pro wrestling. He is a fan since he was a kid, and he could tell you, obviously, his generation is at least 2 before yours, and then that was when he started wrestling, and then he's been a fan before that. So, that guy has a wealth of knowledge as well.
Yeah, he does.
Plus, if you're going to have a Mount Rushmore of people, even people that don't watch wrestling, they know who Stone Cold Steve Austin is.
Oh, absolutely. They know as soon as that glass breaks, they know what it is. So.
Chandler, so much. I don't want to continue to take your night up. I know you got other things to do. But if people want to find out more about you, Chandler Hopkins, where can they go find you?
You can actually look me up on most social medias, and my Instagram, my TikTok, my Twitter, they are all under the name TheYoungGun _CH. You can find all those there. If you want to get me on Facebook, just type in The Young Gun Chandler Hopkins and my actual page will pop up. And then if you want to find me and come hang out with us on Twitch, if you play video games, if you enjoy, hanging out with a cool community and playing games with other people as well, you can come hang out with me on Twitch. My handle is Captain, but it's abbreviated as a CAPT _ pew pew _. You can type that in. And it's also on my Instagram. You can go to my bio, click on the link, and it'll take you straight to it as well. So, yeah, that's where you can find me. And, I do cameos as well. If you want a cameo, hit me up. We do cameos as well. It's under the Young Gun Chandler Hopkins as well. So, yeah, it's about where you can find me.
And you got some pretty great merch. Where can people buy your merch?
Usually I just do merch through my inbox. I keep all my designs on me and everything. So if you ask me for merch or whatever and you decide clothing you want or pictures, I may just send you everything I have and say, here you go, this is what I have with pricing and everything. I have a system where I just take the order, I'll place it. Once I get it, I'll ship it out to you and we'll go from there. So
that's beautiful. And also this Saturday, March 19th at Grace Preparatory Academy, you can see Chandler Hopkins win the Pele Championship. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. My guess is obviously you're going to win. But he's going to beat Cam Cole, the champion now, and Davey Richards. So I can't wait to see that. Chandler, so much. Thank you for your time. And I can't wait to see you on this Saturday.
Thanks, John. Appreciate you. Come on, Pele Pro, guys. It's going to be a great time.
Thank you so much to our guests, Kyle Hessler and Young Gun Chandler Hopkins. They both had great Stone Cold memories as well. Again, let us know what yours are at, on our Twitter, ATX Citizen Media. And, we want to know what you're thinking about when it comes to Stone Cold Steve Austin. Make sure you make it out to Grace Preparatory Academy this Saturday for Pele Pro Wrestling's Revelations. And also, while you're around the city, every first Sunday at 6 p.m., Dr. Jekyll's hosts Arlington Open Mic. Every Monday is trivia night over at Dr. Jekyll's as well. That thing starts at 7 o'clock. And then every Tuesday night from 8 to midnight, Blitz Lounge is having karaoke night. Open mic / poetry night every second Tuesday at Create Arlington. Every Wednesday at Jambo's Barbecue, make sure to catch UTA Jazz Night from 5:30 to 7:30. And then later that night, head on over to Division Brewing because their trivia night starts at 7 o'clock. And then One Love Lounge is hosting Artist Love Night, aka Open Mic Night, every Thursday starting at 8 p.m. And while you're out there doing this, that, and the other, make sure to go out and eat local, drink local, and rediscover your city. Tag us and send those pictures over to us on Facebook, Arlington Citizen Media, Twitter, ATX Citizen Media. Tag us on Instagram, Arlington Citizen Media, and send those pictures the old-fashioned way. Email arlingtoncitizenmedia@gmail.com. Also go to our website, www.arlingtoncitizenmedia.com. Don't forget to subscribe and give those 5-star reviews of the Downtown at Apple Music, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and also hit us on SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, and YouTube.